Hey everyone, it's me Plays. So today in this video I will show you how to make a multi-class race in Forza 6. You've probably seen this type of races in showcases of Forza 6 and the endurance races or race driver experience. Also maybe in real life like the 24 hours of Le Mans. Now this can only be done in the multiplayer mode in private lobbies. So let's get this started. For starters, I wouldn't do this by yourself. At least get another friend so then you can fill the rest with AI drivers, because 6 isn't enough. So what you're gonna do is go to game options on the first page. Do what you need to do, pick the track conditions, whatever. But what you wanna do is fill the lobby with AIs if you have to, so put it to a maximum 23. But with just 2 human players, you will get a total of 12 people, which is enough. Now you're gonna want to go to the next page of options, and here is where the important stuff comes in. You're gonna want to go to number of player buckets. This lets you decide how many categories you want to add. So in this one, I'm gonna make a WEC type of race. So I'm gonna put 4, which is the maximum also. Then after that, 2 more options will appear under you. This is really important that you put yes to both of them. Score bucket independent means that there will be a first place for each class. Make sure you put that. Then group by bucket is very important. To put yes, it's a group each car with its class together at the beginning of the race. You don't want the cars to be scattered everywhere at the beginning. Now you can skip this page and now you'll end up in a page where it says group 1 options, and there are more depending on how many buckets you put. So like I said, I'm gonna make a WEC multi-class race which consists of 4 categories, which are LMP1, LMP2, GTE Pro, and GTE AM. So before you start setting up the rules for each group, it does matter in what order you put your groups. For example, group 1 cars will always start in front of the starting grid, and group 4 cars will always be in the back. So the order does matter. So I'll start off with the fastest class, LMP1. And you can also rename the group by pressing rename group. And so I'll rename it LMP1. For this class, I'll put modern LMP1 cars from 2014 and 2015, like the 919, the R18, the TSO40, and the Nismo, and have a performance index of a minimum of 975. Also, it's important to put a minimum and maximum of players. So for here, I'm going to put a minimum of 2 and a maximum of 4, so there will be only 4 people allowed in LMP1. Now this group will be LMP2, and for this one, since there are no actual modern LMP2 cars of 2014 or 2015, I'll be using the Rebellion race car and the Mazda Lola. And the performance index of this class will be a minimum of 959 and a max of 962, and for this I'll put only 2 people, so a minimum of 1 and a max of 2. Then this group will be GTE Pro, and we'll be using modern GT cars with a class of R, and for this one will be 3 people only, so minimum of 1 and max of 3. Finally, we have GTE AM. Now for this class, I decided to use global touring cars. They are much more slower than GT cars and easier to tell the difference on which is AM and Pro, even though it's not like that in the WEC, but it'll do. And for this one, we'll put 3 people allowed in this class, the same as GTE Pro. Then before that, if you're doing this race by laps, you can decide which class starts the final countdown of the race. So for this, I'm gonna make GTE Pro to start it because I will have my friend go in to that class. So after that, I'll press A and everything should be arranged. Now let's say you're not in the class you want to be in. If you want to change your class, simply go to your game tag and press A. Then there will be an option that says change player group. You want to press that and it will give you the 4 classes to choose from. So then go to the class you want to go and you can select the car you want to drive for that class. However, if you are switching to another class, you got to change one of the people in the class to the class you were before, because remember, you put a limited number of people to be allowed in the race in that specific class. So if it's an AI, click on their name and press change player group and put them in class you just left. If for some reason the AI you choose did not go to the other class, try another one from the same class. Sometimes this could happen. Now if you want to change a human player to another class, they have to do it themselves. So they click on their name and simply do what you did to switch classes. So if my dear friend can go to GTA Pro, and there we go. Now that that's all finished, let me demonstrate a race with the multi-class we just did. So there you have it on how to make your own multi-class race. So assuming you're asking me, can I make a multi-class race out of any car? Of course you can. You can make a one with maybe like Indy cars and F1 cars, or old F1 cars to new ones, NASCAR prototypes, Indy cars, and Can-Am cars. Anything that comes up your mind, you can do a multi-class race of. So guys, if you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.